Hi friends, this is Ryan from Renewed Health Supply. Hope you're well. I appreciate you tuning into this content. Make sure you hit the like button below as well. And I do need to mention up front, just because of regulations, that we do have an affiliation with the companies that we're going to be talking with you about today, so which helps pay for us to produce some of this content as well. But we do receive a small commission. There will be a discount also afforded to you, and you leverage our discount code. But that's the disclaimer up front. All right, guys, red light therapy. It's all the rage right now. It's starting to get mainstream, critical mass. We've been talking about it for a long time, but there's oftentimes the question is, what is the right panel for me? And it's nuanced, and I'm going to talk with you a little bit about the nuance of that. So I'm going to talk with you today about the two top manufacturers of red light panels right now, Mito red light and Platinum therapy lights as well. So they both make great products, and depending on your particular situation, and will influence largely what I'm going to tell you the best panel is going to be for you. All right, so let's talk about the question. The question being, if I'm only going to buy one panel, what would be the best light panel? All right, so the reality is that a lot of people buy multiple lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, even sometimes 4 lights, and to get full body sandwiching and everything. If it's in your budget, we're going to talk about those options as well and kind of what would be the best option for you. But if you're just going to purchase one light panel, one full body panel, there's a clear winner in this. Now, if you want to just buy a light for your face because you want it for the anti-aging properties, reduce wrinkles, and for cosmetic reasons, then don't go and buy a full body light panel. Just buy one of the smaller lights that these manufacturers produce, and it'll be absolutely fine for it. But if you want to get it for mitochondria, you want to get it for recovery, you want to get it for anti-aging reasons altogether, and you want a large panel, then the number one, the MitoPRO 1500, this particular light right here, which goes to here, is by all means really the best panel on the market. And as far as the output, the light, the intensity, between the Mito and the Platinum, we're talking splitting hairs here in differences. But the difference with this one is that this light is 42 inches long. So it is slightly narrower than the Platinum 900. And here's why this makes a difference. Regardless of your body size, on the 42-inch length, you're going to get all those 300 LEDs are going to be shining on your body. For me, it's really from here all the way down to kind of upper, really lower thigh. Okay, so that's a lot of light to go from kind of lower mid thigh. I'm 5'8" for perspective, so I stand right here and I get it right to my head, and it comes down to my mid thigh. Regardless of how wide of a person you are, or how skinny of a person you are, that's all 300 LEDs on your body. If you get the Platinum 900 light, which is wider than this, it's also 6 inches shorter than this. Okay, and what you're going to find is when you're standing in front of it, well, you've got light that's coming past you. You've got light on the 900 that's going to be blowing past you. It might be great for your shoulders, but all those other LEDs that on this MitoPRO 1500 would be shining directly on your core, your core of your body. On the broader 900, it's going to be blowing right past you. All right, so my point is you're going to get much more photons delivered with this MitoPRO 1500 for the average person, than you would be on the wider paneled BIOMAX 900. Okay. All right, so that's number one. If you're going to buy just a single panel, what's the best option to go with? All right, let's talk about some other options. If you are a large person or your budget is really large, then I would buy, for a full body from your toe, basically from your toe to your head. If you're a large person and you have a large budget, I'd buy 2 BIOMAX 900s. Okay? There are going to be LEDs for the average person that, candidly are going to blow past you, but if you're 250, 300 pounds, 350 pounds, and you have it within the budget, then the double 900 situation is going to be the best situation you're going to go with. That's going to put you at, on 2 900s, that's going to put you at exactly 6 feet of height. Okay, that's a really large panel. Okay, and to be fair, the cost on that's going to be right now as of gosh, what month is it? As of March 2022, that's going to be about $22.98 before any discount or taxes are applied. So roughly $2,300 for two 900s. That's a lot of money. All right, so let's talk about if you want a full body panel and you're a shorter person, you're an average female, you're a smaller guy, or you're on a tighter budget. I'd buy this setup. And this is a MitoPRO 1500 and a 750 combined. Okay. Now that 750 combined with the 1500 is 5'4" from floor to top is what that will provide. And to be fair with you, that's $1,699 as of this moment. So significantly less than the two 900s and provides huge amount of power output. And if you wanted to even add on at some point, you wanted to get an extra little bit of height, you could add on a 300 to give you an extra 12 inches, and you're still going to be less money than what two 900s would be. That would raise your price to $2,028, and that would give you 6'4" of height. Okay, so it'd give you an extra 12 inches on top of this, which would be 6'4". So that's a pretty compelling situation. It's not going to be as wide as the two 900s. But the beauty on doing the 15, 750, and the 300 is now if you go out of town, you can just throw your 300 in the car and bring it with you. You could have a light to go with you. That's kind of a nice situation because that's a 12, basically like a 10 by 12, 60 watt, small light option. So I don't have one of those to show you, but that is good. So basically here, I'm going to summarize. If you're a smaller person, like is in my height or maybe smaller, average woman or whatever, the 1500 750 would be great to go with. If you're a larger person and you don't have as much money to buy the two 900s from BIOMAX, then you can add on the 300 to this and still be a couple $100 cheaper. Now this is getting confusing. I'm going to try to put these numbers up for everybody to take a look at. Okay. All right. So here's your situation. If you really have a really tight budget and these dollar amounts are out of reach for you, and you're trying to figure out how do I get full red light therapy option for myself, what's the best option? Best option is you abandon this MitoPRO and the BIOMAX series and you go and buy a MitoMOD 900 and 600 combo, or you buy two 900s. Okay, two 900s would give you 6 feet of height. Okay, so roughly this. Give you 6 feet of height. They're running more power per lens on that MitoMOD series than they are on the MitoPRO. Because the MitoPRO, these lenses are denser and closer together. On the MitoMOD, there's less. But so they're running more power through the transformers. And you can get two 900s as of right now for $12.89. That's a steal. Now, you're not going to get the digital timer, so just buy yourself go to Walmart and buy yourself a digital clock and Velcro it on the top or whatever you need to do. That would be fine. And you're also not going to get the multi-wavelengths of light. You'll just get 660 and you'll just get 850. So 660 and 850 split 50-50 on the MitoMOD. But that, to be fair, it's still a little bit experimental on really do these bandwidth differences make a big difference or not. I tend to think I'd rather hedge my bets, and I'm not that tight on the budget, so the MitoPRO is what I went with. But if you're tight on the budget, I'd buy two 900s in a heartbeat. And if you're a smaller person, you could get away with doing a MitoPRO, a MitoMOD 900 and a Mito 600, and put those two together to give you a 5'1", and that would only cost you $1069. So there's some really good options here, folks, that we've kind of gone through. And it's not a simple question as what's the best light. It really depends on what your budget is. It depends on what you're trying to do with it. As I said, if you're just trying to do your light, your face, just buy a small 12-inch by 12-inch. Buy the MitoPRO 300. It's probably your best bet. It's a great bargain. But if you're trying to get full body coverage, we've got the budget option. We've got the unlimited budget option, And then we've got some other options in between, but I hope this helps you and doesn't confuse you. And if you have any questions at all, you feel free to give me a call. I will get back with you. Thanks, folks. I hope you have a great day. Take care and stay healthy.